tell me who you are and what you do.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Brad Bucholz. I'm the commander of the 374th Civil Engineering Squadron at Yokota Air Base, Japan. I was deployed to Iraq in 2007 with Red Horse, a civil engineering squadron, and what we were tasked to do was we were supposed to build a special forces compound on the Iranian border. And while we were building this compound, it was only about halfway done. I had about 16 airmen that were working for me. We were attacked, and the attack lasted for 3 days. There I was, a ranking person, and I was just thrown into this. So the first day starts, and the bullets start flying. We had called for some reinforcements, and there was a cavalry company in the neighboring base, and so they were coming over to support us. And on the way over, they were crossing a bridge, and an IED went off, and 2 Bradleys were hit. And one of them ended up upside down in the water, the other one on top of it in flames. And so we watched as our reinforcements turned around and left. And so basically we had to make do with what we had there and adapt and overcome. Throughout the course of this event, there were many times where I had to be resilient. I didn't know what I was doing. Could have made mistakes that could have killed people. Yeah, it was kind of a no-lose situation. We were going to die if we lost. And my guys and I, we did have to recover those Bradley vehicles because we had the heavy equipment in the area. So our guys were exposed to seeing the bodies of from a burned vehicle and the rounds cooking off inside, and the other one where the men had drowned inside of it. I am from a career field where there's a stigma against going and getting help. And my entire career, I had been told, don't go and seek help. This will go on your record. You will never be able to get rid of it. It's going to hamper you from future duties, future deployments, future jobs. It's kind of the stigma that we have. You deal with it. You're a man. You press on. I had a boss when I was working in the Pentagon, and when he's going through your record and things are coming up, he's asking you about things, and he saw how I was retelling this story to him. And in that process, he asked me, basically, like, had I ever gone and seen help? And I told him, no, I'm an engineer. We don't do that. And he's like, well, looking at the way that you tell this story and some of the things that you're hung up on, I think it would really help if you went and saw someone. So I did end up going, and was able to talk through some things and talk through the story and what it was like to be in these situations. It turned out to be good. Was able to release some of that stress and got some good coping mechanisms with it. And I will say that I slept better after that. Nobody in my medical records have ever asked me about it. It hasn't limited any of my assignments or anything in the future. And that was really one of the things that I was afraid of, and nothing has ever come to fruition from that. So what resiliency means to me is the ability to bounce back from any type of setback or failure that you might have throughout your life. It's the ability to make yourself, to come back stronger than you were before when it first happened, and to develop yourself so that if it happens in the future, you know where you want to go, or you know the steps that you're going to take to ensure that you're going to get yourself back to center. I want my airmen to know that they are going to fail, and that is okay. Because I would rather my guys take chances in their lives and they reach out to try and accomplish something or do something, and we're going to screw things up. I screw things up all the time. It's okay. We're going to work through it. We're going to deal with it. It is nothing that is insurmountable. If we grew up in a time when we're not used to being able to deal with failure because we haven't been able to fail, we're not going to know how to address those situations when they come up. And if this is your first time working for me and you make a mistake, I'm not going to hammer you on it. I want you to work through it. I'm glad that you actually took the initiative and you were doing something rather than sitting there knowing that there was a problem and not doing anything about it. That means more to me, and I'm going to have your back when it comes to it.